All right. We're back up. We are back up. As you can see, we're still on the menu here. Now I got to redo the description on the YouTube vertical. Guess I should have. We went to start screen. But whatever. You know, I said, oops. I just said forget it. Like 720p 60 frames. All right, I mean, I know we're trying to push out the best absolute quality possible, but because we're not on a dual rig setup, we're limited, you know. I know it's not necessarily impossible, but I was kind of on a dual rig setup before, like when I started this adventure, and that was with an Xbox Series S and a gaming laptop, which had you know, enough resources to stream and a capture card. And of course the streams look phenomenal, especially for Battlefield 2042. Everyone was like, man, you must have two rig setup, and I'm like, no, just a laptop and an Xbox. And the streams look phenomenal, they really did. But then I just tried to, you know, I always end up doing this, always over optimize, and I always have to stop myself and like, okay, take it back to where it was. And then of course, you know, I always end up just hurting myself. I'm a narcissist that way. Egotistical maniac. Your boy is egotistical maniac. I call myself that, so I'm probably not, but you know, either which way. So granted, once we get the second graphics card as our dedicated encoder, we're gonna do it. Now I know several years ago it was a thing, and then just a few years ago it was no longer a thing because of the RTX 30 series, RTX 40 series ended up having you know, DLSS, and their encoders were really good and everything like that. But games are now more demanding, way more demanding. Their encoders are probably not going to keep up. Perfect example is Delta Force and OBS with NVIDIA encoder. It doesn't like it. It hates it. It for some reason hates it. Doesn't matter if I'm on 1080p at 10,000 bit rate. Doesn't like it. 720p 30 frames 3000 bit rate. Hates it. I don't know what it is, what's going on, but after the DLC, it's been really bad. Really bad. It looked pretty alright, you know, 1080p 6000 bit rate, 60 frames. It looked totally fine. And I noticed a lot of people with their content over on the Delta 4 Discord, it's been really bad. Really bad. I mean, I've noticed a lot of people are pixely in their live streams and their content with some really, you know, awesome clips. You know, I haven't been able to make a really good meme clip in a while, you know, because of this, you know. So I mean, that is why we are using the integrated graphics to stream now, to take those resources off of the GPU, the streaming resources, and just only using it for our integrated graphics, which is it is AMD Radeon graphics, which AMD is not very good at streaming and gaming. Just gaming only. They're optimized only for gaming, especially for the older generations. I mean, newer generations like the 7900 XT, the 9000 series obviously do have the capabilities and resources to handle it, but this is a big but. Games are becoming more demanding. You know, you get good graphics cards to help hold those games, and then those games right there, that they get more demanding, and you get good graphics cards to uphold that, and games get more demanding, and you know, it's a constant ladder struggle, constant. So we're going 720p 60 frames. I might lower down the bitrate. I'm still at 8000 bitrate. Okay, we will look at the stream and we'll just kind of you know, go down a little bit as we go. but I really don't want to lose that much bitrate because this is a very fast-paced game, especially the way we play. We play very snappy and very sweaty. We throw ourselves at hordes of enemies and we snap. Well, we try to anyway. A lot of, I mean, I would say we really only achieve that 4 out of 10 times, you know. Wait, 4 out of 10. That's 2 out of 5, right? Yeah, 2 out of 5 times. I would say 3 out of 5 times. Okay. Okay, well, the stream's up. Let me go back. I do want to pull out the task manager. Here, so that way you guys aren't just looking at a bunch of nothing. Pulling out the task manager right here. Okay, well, there's the internet. Here's our GPU. We're only using 9% of our encoder because we're not using the NVIDIA encoder for the stream right now. You can see right down here, we're using 54% of our AMD Radeon. We're using 54% of that. 43%. This is obviously going to go up to like 90-95% once we're in game. And then, of course, CPU. Now, they say that the NVIDIA encoder doesn't really use a lot of resources, and it's true, it doesn't on other games like Black Ops 6, Battlefield 2042. Totally fine. This game, however, yeah, it uses a lot. And if this game is just the stepping stone of other games in the future of how demanding they're going to become, you need to figure something out. So I'm going on my own little adventure of using a dedicated graphics card as a dedicated encoder. Now, granted, it's not as it was kind of an abandoned project by a lot of creators and everything like that. But recently, last year, a creator did do this and was able to achieve high frames. Was able to achieve 200 frames on very fast-paced games. By using 2 cards. Now, basically, we're just gonna set it up like if we're mining Bitcoin or, stock trading and stuff like that. But instead of that, because NVIDIA uses the same driver, I think we'll be able to get away with it. We'll see. Okay. Well, let's switch back over. I'm gonna leave the task manager up right now. I do see my bit rates kind of flexing right now. And I turned dynamic bitrate off. To change the dynamic bitrate off in OBS because I want a consistent 8,000. So we might see some spikes, we might see some drops. It may chop up a little bit. If it does, then we'll go ahead, because you can change the bitrate in stream. So we'll go ahead and do that instead. Alright, pulling up the chat right now. Oh, and my audio was freaking loud as heck. The game audio was loud. I forgot I was recording some gameplay the other day, and also some clips for memes and everything like that. And yeah, it was really loud, and I didn't realize that until I listened to my stream last night, and this morning I was like, oops, my bad.
Zero Dam is not only an architectural miracle.
Oh, and we are on medium settings with DLSS on balanced. So you can see right here, medium settings, because there's not much of a difference between medium and low, so you might as well just go medium. And then DLSS balanced. And I forgot to explain that, but we'll explain that later. I'm just gonna kind of run around here. Over here, there's not a lot of enemies, but we are in a match. So I'm just gonna kind of run in circles. I'm getting 220, 230 frames, 190, 220. So just about the same as low settings.
The enemy has taken Sector Bravo.
And it is terrible. Wow, that stream is terrible. That stream is so awful. Absolutely horrendous.
The enemy has secured Sector Echo.
Let me see if I can change it in
The enemy
the
has taken Objective Echo.
in the settings.
Sector Alpha captured. Objective Alpha is ours.
Oh no. I forgot the rescaled output on. Yep. It's still at 900p. Okay. Oh man, I can never do anything right.